Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out these headlines we have for you. We have some XRP FUD and SEC Ripple case FUD. We're going to bust that up this morning. We got the BIS in the news this morning. Michael Arrington talks about a paradigm shift, the Fed possibly going bust or going away. And how about this? Breaking news. Circle is launching a fully reserved euro-backed stablecoin. What it is, what it means, we got it for you. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at Dig Perspectives at the top of the screen. Everything that we're talking about here today. Follow us on TikTok as well at Digital Perspectives, no spaces over there. Great highlight reels and clips for you every day. Fresh content. $946 billion market cap for crypto. We're up $2.6 billion right now. Bitcoin 21,100 plus. Matter of fact, let me refresh here and see what we got there. That might have changed since I last looked at it. And we do have some incredible stuff for you today. I believe you are going to get more evidence of the new financial system rolling out today. And I thought something was up because I just looked at my phone. It was a little different. So Bitcoin right now at 20,800 plus, market slipping now 3% down. Ethereum is $1,000 in change. And we see XRP at 31 cents. We're off by 22.3% on a 7-day. Excuse me. Wow. Still ranging right now between 30 and 35 cents. We will keep an eye on that. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. There's another great opportunity out here for Linqto, but it won't last long. And if you want to get the special offer, either click on my Twitter on that link right there or the one underneath of this video. Listen to what Ray Fuentes has got for us.
Hey, what's going on, my Linqto family? Ray Fuentes here, Community Director at Linqto. Dropping in with some news so hot off the press, even I need to cool off the dip here at Lake Havasu once I'm through with this video. Today's promo is so juicy, even I'm going to pull the trigger. So, starting today, Thursday, June 16th, 2022, it's a 24-hour Ripple Linqto combo from 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time till Friday, June 17th, 5:59 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Only Ripple and Linqto will have a $5,000 minimum investment threshold. Everything else will be back at $10,000 for all of us accredited investors out there. And when you invest in both the two hottest investments on our Linqto platform, Ripple and ourselves, Linqto, you'll receive $1,000 back in the form of XRP, the greatest digital asset the world's ever seen. So great, I got to wear it on my baseball cap here.
You better believe it, Ray. Shout out to you and the whole Linqto fam there. I may have to take advantage of that. I tell you, you know, that is quite tempting right there. What a deal that is. Don't mess around. It ain't gonna last long. Link under the video. Right here is the first piece of FUD we're going to take apart. This is a retweet from Professor Dr. B. Geithner, I guess it is, or Geithner, or Sediner, I don't know. What I can tell you is that if they really are a professor, they really should do some more research, as Matt Hamilton points out here. They said, I never bought one single XRP since I am in blockchain and since 2016. He goes on to say that it is permissioned, it is centralized. I can't mine, stake any XRP. I can't stop the company if they decide to freeze my funds, he says. Creates a hype in banking, which is greatest Ponzi in history. Well, Matt Hamilton sets the record straight, and shout out to you, Matt. Not even working for Ripple or XRP Labs anymore, and he's still out here fighting the FUD. He said, this is why doing your own research is so important, and it really is. 1, the XRP ledger is decentralized and permissionless. 2, no one can freeze your XRP. And 3, it is good that it creates hype in the banking world because they've been working within the banking system. And we're about to see some evidence of what's going on in that area in just 1 second here. One more piece of FUD going on out here is this little clip from Lewis Cohen. Listen to what he's got here.
It's kind of an unlikely thing. And in doing so, they filed a motion with the court in the Ripple action, and the SEC responded. And on page 24 of that response, the SEC acknowledged that the XRP token is not in itself a security. And it's
well, listen, that's a problem because he's referencing John Deaton and the 67,000 plus XRP holders that are represented by John Deaton. He said, this is inaccurate. I get why it sounds positive, but it's not. This is what you call splitting legal hairs. The SEC acknowledged the Telegram court held the token itself is not a security, but is claiming XRP is the embodiment of Ripple's efforts and represents a security. That's exactly right. It's what this case is about. So, thank John Deaton for clearing that up right there. So if you hear that clip, just understand what's really at risk here. Right here it is. This is breaking news, and I think this is much bigger than any of us could really know, myself included, and I'm damn excited about it, but I don't believe it can be overstated. Take a look at what we're talking about here. It is Circle that backs the USD coin, announces a fully reserved euro-backed stable coin, going to be called the Euro-C. That's what it's going to be called, but check it out. Let's get into the thread here. I posted here because you guys know, if you've been with me for a while, I believe that the USD coin is the official, unofficial digital dollar for the United States, and I believed it for a long time. Well, you see here that they are now doing a Euro stable coin too. If you're wondering what the new financial system looks like, you're staring right at it. And it says here in Jeremy's thread, I want to go to his thread very quickly here. Today we announced a second major fiat bank stablecoin, Eurocoin, which went live on Ethereum mainnet and will be available to mint and redeem on June 30th. Now, I know a lot of people knee-jerk reaction right now is going to be, it's on Ethereum mainnet. Don't worry about that. I'm going to help you out with that. For one, let's remember this. We know that the XRP ledger is interoperable with the EVM, with Ethereum, no question. We know USD coin is on the Stellar network as well, the XRP ledger. We know that interoperability right there tells me we are on this ride till it ends, and it ends with everyone using it. Number two, Jeremy Allaire says, Eurocoin listed as Euro-C already has broad industry support, including exchanges for which he names here. He goes on to say, like USDC, Eurocoin is being issued under a regulated framework for money transmission under the same statutes that regulate USDC, with full reserves in euro, with the same security, liquidity, and transparency that the market has come to expect from Circle. He says here, Eurocoin expands opportunities for payments, on-chain effects, trade, finance, commerce, broader digital asset markets, use cases. The launch is symbolic of a shift in crypto markets towards greater and greater utility value from blockchain infrastructure. There we go. Having one smooth, ubiquitous experience by using all these different value protocols together. That's what he's talking about here. Eurocoin is available to institutional customers via a free Circle account starting June 30th. 2022. So just in a couple weeks here, you're going to see it. Developers can begin integrating with the Eurocoin smart contract today ahead of the official launch. Let me remind you also, Bank of International Settlements is the central bank of central banks, right? We all know this. Look at what they say. Cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum rely on miners to update the blockchain. These intermediaries can include, exclude, and order transactions at will, allowing for market manipulation in DeFi. BIS Bulletin. There you have it. And this is it right here, and it's showing it. My point to this is banks understand and know what is up with these value protocols. They get it. And you're not going to mess with them. The banks are not going away. The governments and the central banks of the world will roll out the tanks, as Brad Garlinghouse said, before they let some other private currency become bigger and more effective than they ever will be. And beyond that, to this point, they're not going to be manipulated by miners who are sitting at home or in a warehouse somewhere with the foundational layer of the blockchain that they're using. So I think ultimately you will see some kind of migration or loss of certain protocols that can't scale properly as this new digital space develops. By the way, if you guys hear any noise in the background, it is raining so hard here, it's unreal. I hope you can hear me. At some point, all of this stablecoin CBDC business will need a bridge. And again, XRP, XLM, these are the value protocols that I see in the immediate near term that can serve this role for scale for a very long period of time. We will see. If I'm wrong, I'll make the video. I'll probably have to live in the woods too. This is also a reminder here that Ripple joined back in February of this year the Digital Euro Association as a supporting partner. So somewhere in all of this is a contribution coming from Ripple. You can bet your bottom dollar on that one. Now, whether it's through Euro stablecoin, certainly I believe the way the USD coin will run on the XRP ledger, just like USD coin, just as it does on the Stellar network. It just makes sense. And to me, all of this is saying to me, we're watching the new financial system be revealed and rolled out right before our eyes. But nobody cut a ribbon. Nobody said, by the way, this is a major key piece to the new financial system. Nope, just Circle saying, hey, guess what? We're going to do a Euro stable coin just like that USD coin we did. By the way, USD coin, over $3 trillion worth of transactions. How about that one? Yeah, that's a number. Might want to write that one down. And speaking of new financial system, remember this guy, April 2022, David Morgan, normally a big gold guy on Stansberry Research, saying this.
So the paths are leading to some form of a digital currency. So do you think it's coincidence that we're now at the exact same moment seeing executive orders and mandates come out, and in it there is talk of a coming Federal Reserve digital dollar?
No, it's par for the course as far as I am concerned. I mean, how far along they are, I'm not certain. I have looked into this fairly deeply. There is some talk of going on the back of, let's say, an XRP or some other currency that's out there now that's functioning well and has been basically tested, and then putting a CBDC on top of that. That certainly could be achieved. And if it were, it could expedite how quickly this comes to the fore.
Now let's take a listen to this, because this is 2018 Gary Gensler, and I know I played it yesterday and I'm playing it today. Listen to what he's saying. He very succinctly and very clearly says there could be a bridge, for which he cites Ripple is doing, but in 2018 didn't have the amount of relationships necessary to do it at that time, but I believe they do now. And I believe they have a lot more going on than what we're aware of because of the option contracts that I think they're currently being sued for which the SEC is trying to claim the token as a security as well. Poppycock. You know what I mean? XRP is a currency. So at the end of the day here, we'll see how this shakes out. But he knows exactly what's going on. And a bridge for this digital world needs to be stable. Don't believe me when I say it, but you better believe Gary Gensler at the SEC when he says it. Take a listen.
Go between Tanzania and Nigeria. You need somebody to bear some counterparty risk that the ledgers both move and are adjusted at the same time. And usually it's a bank that is in both countries. You could use blockchain, but the current thinking is you need a bridge currency in between, and that bridge could be a stable value that's backed by the US dollar or the euro. It could be a currency even like Ripple has an alternative. It's just piloted in May, so it's not yet up in any enterprise-wide level. You could use blockchain, but the current thinking is you need a bridge currency in between, and that bridge could be a stable value.
Could be a stable value? That means not the current way it is managed today. or it is monitored today with a floating fluctuation of a price. A stable value, and he is specifically talking about XRP in that particular frame of reference. Now let's take a look at this. This is Michael Arrington with Tony Edwards here. Listen to what he says. Great interview, Tony. Shout out to you. Here we go.
We're already paying like $300 billion a year in interest. And entitlements, interest, and defense are well over 100% of tax receipts. Like we can't. And the more debt we pile on, the harder it's going to be to pay that off. Tax receipts are going to go down because nobody's making capital gains. That'll add to the deficit. So at some point, the Fed has to give up. They have to. Mathematically, they have to. And when they do, this winter may disappear as quickly as it came. Now, what comes next won't be healthy, but certainly we should see inflation driving asset prices up at that point.
That's pretty remarkable statements from Michael Arrington. At some point, the Fed has to give up. Mathematically, it has to happen. He's not saying when it is, but then we see a new paradigm shift where this could all go away. What are we talking about here? He sounds like he's dancing around a reset, a great financial reset, for which the Fed goes bust. And it seems to me what we're witnessing is between the XLM ledger and the XRP ledger, and what we're seeing with USD coin and now the Euro stablecoin is rolling out what will be the new highways of where we're going to when that day comes. Take a look at this. Reminder from Glenn Hutchins, former Federal Reserve, New York Federal Reserve president. Listen what he says about value protocols and how this is going to go.
You just make use of the technology and the protocols make it work. The people who really understand what's going on with digital currencies understand that putting these protocols in place, the blockchain protocol, the Ethereum protocol, the Ripple protocol, the Ripple protocol, and then enabling those protocols to cause transactions to occur. And then those transactions can be defined very broadly as not just moving things of value, but anything that's got an information content is extraordinarily transformative. The focus on the value of the token is distracting and uninformative.
But let's understand this. How do we get the last mile? Because we're at a place where, listen, I don't fool with politics unless it crosses and intersects with my life of my pursuits in business or my life. We are at that crossroads. Politics are absolutely playing a role in this. Policy, all of it, whether it's, legal policy or regulation policy, it is all at a crossroads with digital assets and crypto. How do we get through it? Here's a fun fact. The Dodd-Frank Act, created back for the 2008 crisis, also birthed the Financial Stability Oversight Council and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. This here, reported by Eleanor Terrett, says we've reported on the turf wars going on between government agencies, the SEC and the CFTC, when it comes to jurisdiction over crypto. Well, let's add the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, into the mix as well. Something that went underreported last month was invoking a legal provision that allows the CFPB to get into the game. And through that, I say, what we need to remember about the CFPB, FSOC, and the Dodd-Frank Act, which allows for the systemically important designations of things like a RippleNet, or the XRP ledger as a public good, or the private ledger developed by Ripple for central banking system to use, is that Michael S. Barr, the former U.S. Treasurer and Ripple advisor, soon to be appointed to the Fed VP chair, will help craft regulations when it comes to stablecoins and crypto. I'd say Congress got it right this time. I'll catch up.